Okay, so here's a quick video for you para ma-review kayo for next week's quiz. Okay, so we have perfect square trinomial. So ano ba yung perfect square trinomial? So dapat yung first term and last term are perfect squares. Tapos yung ating polynomial ay trinomial. Dapat tatlong terms. Okay? For example, we have x squared plus 16x plus 64. Yan. So, this is an example of a perfect square trinomial. Bakit? Kasi, yung first term and last term are both positive. Tapos, um, si x squared ay perfect square. 64 is also a perfect square. Okay? Verified na yon. And, if you get the square root of x squared, so mag-scratch tayo dito. The square root of x squared is x. And the square root of 64 is 8. If we multiply these two times 2, laging times 2 kasi twice the product of the square root ng first and last, 2 times x times 8 will give us 16x. Wherein 16x is the same with the middle term. So kapag parehas yung middle term at yung product na nakuha natin from the square root, twice the square root of the first term and the last term, this is a perfect square trinomial. Okay? So, sana gets nat ito. Paulit-ulit na tayo dito. Ito ha, laging times 2 doon sa product ng square root ng first term and last term. Pero, how do we get the factors of perfect square trinomials? So, anong gagawin? Sabi ko kanina, or ng mga nakaraang araw, just get the square root of the first term. So, x yun. Tayo x. Tapos, automatic naka-square yan. Tapos, kuhanin natin yung square root ng last term. So, 8. Okay? Kapag parehas sa positive, the sign is positive. The sign of the last term can never be negative. It's always positive. Okay? So, ito na yung factors. Pag pinaghiwalay natin to, this is equal to x plus 8. X plus 8. Ayan. X plus 8, x plus 8. So, ito yung perfect square trinomial. Sige. Nag-zoom in, zoom out siya. Let's try another example. Halimbawa, 4, ibang letter naman. 4m squared minus this is on the spot. Okay. Lagyan ko ng n. Para masaya. Ayan. So, 4m squared minus 12mn plus 9n squared. Okay, verify muna natin kung ito ay perfect square trinomial. First term is a perfect square kasi 4 is perfect square as well as m squared. Yung 9n squared, perfect square din to kasi even number naman yung exponent ng n. And 3 and 9 is a perfect square. Yan. Na preempt na yung answer ng square root ng 9. So, let's find the square root of 4m squared. This is actually equal to square root ng 4 is 2, square root ng m squared is m. Ngayon, kuhanin naman natin yung square root ng 9n squared. So, ito ay square root ng 9, 3. Square root ng n squared is n. Okay? Then, let's multiply 2 times 2m ito yon, times 3n. So this is equal to 2 times 2 is 4 times 3, 12mn, which is the same with the middle term, na 12mn. So ngayon, verified that this is a perfect square trinomial, pwede na natin kuhanin yung kanyang factors ng mabilis ang pagkuha ng factors. Okay, so the factors are square root ng first term, 2m, 2m. Square root ng last term is 3n, 3n. Pero, ang pinagkaiba nung sa kanina, 1 is negative, ito ay positive. Magkaiba sila ng sign. Yung gitna ay negative. So, kapag negative yung middle term, parehas na negative yung magiging sign ng 3n sa factors. Or, we can simply rewrite it as 2m minus 3n squared. Okay, yun lang.